Before you start measuring your body, first tie a piece of elastic around your waist. The waist is located at the narrowest part of your midsection. We use this point as a fixed reference when taking measurements. We start by measuring the bust circumference. The bust circumference is the measurement around the fullest part of your bust. Take a flexible measuring tape and stand up straight with relaxed shoulders. Place the measuring tape around your body over the fullest part of your bust and straight across your shoulder blades at the back. Make sure the tape runs perfectly horizontal. If needed, use a mirror or ask someone to help you. There are two ways to take this measurement: loose and snug. For a loose measurement, let the tape sit a little loosely around you. You should still be able to move the tape a bit. This gives a little extra room and is often used for outerwear like jackets or sweaters. For a snug measurement, pull the tape a bit tighter so it fits neatly but doesn't pinch. This measurement is usually used for fitted clothing like blouses or dresses. Now we're going to measure the waist. You do this over the elastic band that you've already tied around your waist. Just like with the bust measurement, you can measure the waist in two ways, loose and snug. Measuring loosely? Let the tape sit a bit looser so there's a small gap between the tape and your body. This gives you a bit of extra room to move. Measuring snugly? Pull the tape a bit tighter so it fits neatly without pinching. This measurement is used for close-fitting clothing. Next, we'll continue by measuring the hip circumference. You measure this over the fullest part of your buttocks. Stand up straight with your feet hip-width apart so you have a natural posture. Place a flexible measuring tape around the fullest part of your hips and buttocks. Make sure the tape runs horizontally and fits well without pinching. Here too, you can choose between measuring loosely or snugly. Now we'll measure the back length. You measure the back length from the base of your neck to your waist, where the elastic is. Place the start of the measuring tape at the base of your neck. That's the small bump at the back of your neck, just above the spine. Let the tape run straight down to your waist point, where the elastic is. Read the measurement at your waist, and now you have your back length. We'll continue with the bust length, also called the front length. You measure this from the hollow at the base of your neck to your waist, where the elastic is. Place the start of the measuring tape at the hollow at the base of your neck and let the tape run straight down to your waist point. Read the measurement at the elastic, and now you have your bust length or front length. Now we measure the bust height. You measure the bust height from your shoulder to the fullest point of your bust. Place the start of the measuring tape at your shoulder point and let the tape run straight down over your bust. Read the measurement at the fullest point of your bust. This is your bust height. Now we measure the bust width. You measure this across the fullest part of your bust from left to right. Lay the measuring tape horizontally over the fullest point of your bust so that it runs neatly over both breasts. Make sure the tape is not crooked. You measure the distance from nipple to nipple. We will continue with the back width. You measure this from shoulder point to shoulder point. It's best to ask someone to help you with this. Lay the measuring tape horizontally from one shoulder point to the other across the top of your back. Make sure the tape is not crooked. This is difficult to measure if you are alone. You can also measure this by using a well-fitting t-shirt. Lay the t-shirt flat and measure from shoulder seam to shoulder seam. Measuring the neck circumference. You measure the neck circumference around your neck, just above the collarbone. Place the measuring tape around your neck so that it fits neatly but does not pinch tightly. You should still be able to slide a finger between your neck and the tape so that it sits comfortably. We will continue with measuring the sleeve length. You measure this from the shoulder point to the wrist. Stand up straight with relaxed shoulders and let your arm hang slightly bent at your side. Place the start of the measuring tape at the shoulder point and run the tape along the outside of your arm down to the wrist, just to where you want the sleeve to end. For a kimono sleeve, it's a little different. You measure this from the neck over the shoulder. For the sleeve, you also want to know your wrist circumference. You measure this just above the bone on top of your hand. Wrap the measuring tape around your wrist so that it fits snugly but doesn't pinch. You should still be able to slide a finger between your wrist and the tape so that it's comfortable. Here we are measuring the sitting height. You measure the sitting height while sitting with your back firmly against the backrest of the chair. You can also sit on the edge of a table, measure from the waist to the seat of the chair. Finally, we measure the side length for a pair of pants. You measure this from the waist to the floor or to the desired length. If you are going to make a skirt and want to measure the skirt length, you do this at the center front, at the side, and at the center back.